Yahoo! きみです。Welcome back. Today is another little coffee break episode. So grab a coffee, go for a walk, or just relax, and let's learn some really useful Japanese together. Today's theme is phrases you use in almost every Japanese lesson, and actually in everyday life too.If you can use these naturally, you sound much more comfortable speaking Japanese. Okay, let's get started. The first one is probably the phrase I hear the most from my students. もう一度お願いします。もう一度お願いします。It simply means one more time, please. So もう一度One more time. お願いします Please. Maybe you didn't catch what your teacher said. Maybe someone spoke too fast. This phrase works almost every time. If you want to sound even more polite, just add すみません. So, すみません。もう一度お願いします Like that. Very useful. Now,What if people are speaking too fast? You can say もう少しゆっくり話してもらえますか？もう少しゆっくり話してもらえますか？ So ゆっくり means slowly 話して like speak もらえますか？ Could you? So could you speak more slowly?Japanese people usually slow down immediately when they hear this, so don't be shy. Next, this one is important. I think I explained it before, but わかります and わかりました. They look almost the same, but they are different. Let's say I explain something to you and you understand it. Then you say わかりました。Like, got it, I understand now, perfect. But what if I explain something you already knew? For example, oh yes, I already know that. Then you say, oh, それはわかります。それはわかります。So, わかりました is I understand now. わかりますis I already know or understand it. So this is a really common mistake for beginners. Now, what if you still don't understand? Instead of saying only わかりません, Japanese people often soften it a little. We say ちょっとわかりません. Even you didn't understand at all. We say ちょっと. So adding ちょっと makes it sound much softer. Japanese people love making things sound softer. You hear this everywhere. Here's another real useful question. Something は日本語で何と言いますか？ So let's say fish は日本語で何と言いますか？ Fish は日本語で何と言いますか？ So that means, how do you say fish in Japanese? Like a something in Japanese. You probably use this in almost every lesson. Now, let's talk about online lessons. If you are studying online, these two are essential. 見えますか? Can you say it? 見えますか? And 聞こえますか? Can you hear me? You hear teachers ask these all the time. I think I said a lot too. Now, here's one of my favorite Japanese words. なるほど. It's like saying, oh, I see. Like, that makes sense. Once you start noticing it, you hear Japanese people say it everywhere. And finally, one of the most confusing words in Japanese, 大丈夫です. This little phrase can mean so many different things, like I'm okay, no problem, I'm fine, that's okay, I don't need it. Sometimes it even means no thank you. Don't worry if it confuses you at first. Even many advanced learners get surprised by how often Japanese people use it. You definitely make a whole episode about 大丈夫です later because there's so much to talk about. That's all for today. These are small phrases, but they are phrases you hear almost every single day if you are studying Japanese. Try using one or two in your next lesson. I think your teacher will be very happy. So see you in the next episode. じゃあまたね、君でした。